I'm sheltered under the tree, but it is getting quite strong, the rain now. Might stop playing a minute. You see the brolly's up. Temperature's dropped as well. Always a good sign. There you can see the rain driving across now from left to right and getting heavy, and I haven't got an umbrella. So there you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. The glamorous life of as a cameraman. Jordan, you can keep your job, you can keep your money, it's well deserved. I'm quite happy not to be cameraman. Welcome back to part 4, Wilbur.
Welcome back, everyone.
4 with 4. Trolley's going. Soup's going.
There you go, caddy.
There you go, looking after his caddy there. Okay, what have we got here then, Neil?
Right, we've got a 494 par 5.
Yep.
Straight into the teeth of the wind, and looking at this, we're threading the needle up here.
Okay.
Really narrow.
Yeah.
So that's the tree I've just shown you at 250.
Yeah. Left looks a little bit better than right.
Yeah,
so
there's nothing for right, mate.
I'm going straight up Burn.
Okay, Wilbur. Playing nicely the first 9 holes. His confidence should be up. Yeah, great ball, straight over the top of Bernie.
I've aimed over Bernie thinking it's okay. It looks like a slight dog leg left. So.
Paul going with driver also. Just stop and start that again. Well, that's it. Okay, Paul going with driver also. Starting it probably out this tree line and trying to move it from right to left. Yeah, low bullet, great drive that. Really good. Just past Bernie up there on the left hand side, that should be absolutely spot on, I think.
I'm thinking,
right, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking Barnsley's kicking my balls into trouble.
You think he's coming up ahead?
Because I had that exactly how I wanted to see it. I've ended up.
Right, so Paul is in some serious trouble. I can't see Wilbur's ball, but it's a little bit further up than Paul's, but Paul is in trouble. He's hit it into the narrowest part of this hole, which is 2 big trees either side of the fairway there, and he's in a bit of trouble. So the chances are he couldn't get there in 2 anyway, but now definitely not. So just trying to get some type of stance, just trying to almost punch it out through here is the line. Try and miss that random bin that's there. This could hit trees and all sorts. I'm hiding behind the camera.
Well out.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, great shot, well out. Just working its way up. There you go, just past Wilbur there. Yeah, that'll do you. Well, you've been a bit unlucky today, Paul, gotta say.
Eh?
You've been a little unlucky today. You've been in some interesting spots.
Finding where not to hit.
Yeah, you've figured that out
Yeah,
for everybody.
I think next time I'd know the areas not to play to.
Not to hit to,
stay
yeah.
away from them.
Absolutely. What you got, Wilbur?
207 playing 220 with slope.
207 playing 220.
Good thinking, driver.
So Neil just having a little look at the actual green complex as well.
So it's coming with you.
Bunker up that bunker to the right.
If I try and
Stick right, it's not bad for the track.
very high. I'm going to try and like low draw a 3 I think.
Going trappy hook.
At the bunk with a draw.
Wilbur's got the length, you see, to get past all this trouble off the tee, where Paul ended up into the narrow spot. Wilbur's gone past it nicely. 3 iron, bit down.
hell of a hit. It's hooking a bit too much, maybe. See that down? Oh, I saw it bouncing. It's just, I think, just past all the trouble there.
Yeah.
Right on the number, weren't you, with that one?
Yeah, I was struggling to get it there unless I really turned one with the wind.
Yeah.
I just overdid it a little bit. I just didn't think 3 was fun.
So, decent little layup.
Yeah, well, I've still got
Still left,
174.
I was going to say, still left with quite a bit of yardage.
I'm going to have to put a 5 iron from here, it's straight up into wind.
How far? 7.4.
174.
Okay. Ball above his feet, so you saw that movement of Wilbur's. This is going to do something very similar. Above his feet, uphill as well. Keep this down. Stay there, then it's just turning on him a little bit now. Oh, I'm not seeing that down. Is that long left? Just turned over a little bit too much on him.
The Paul was a bit pill pitched up here, just on the edge of the top of the bank, hit the downslope and then run sort of 30 yards further down. If we hadn't have had that rain yesterday, some of these balls would end up in this long stuff, because it's quite long around the greens.
Okay, the boys have been up for a little scouting session, having a little look at the green. So, tight lie for Wilbur, but it's set up okay. Got anything to work with up there, Will?
I've got a little backstop.
Okay.
And it's slightly into wind, so long isn't too bad.
The flag's literally 10 foot off the top.
32 yards.
32 yards.
Yeah, it is a really tight lie. So, I should get a bit of nip.
Go, 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 go. No. Almost like you went under it a bit too much. It sat up more than you thought, what?
I thought it was going to come out and low and no spin.
Yeah.
I'll try to go past the flag.
It's a better one.
Still short.
Let me just have a quick look at that yardage planner of yours there. So you're not going to get a yardage from here, are you?
No.
I mean, you're pacing quite a way back to get that.
Yeah.
It's just having walked up and walked round, it's a really strange entrance into a par 5 green. It just doesn't seem any logical way of playing it, apart from going straight at it.
Even being this close, I love to Bushnell it. I love to know how far I've got to 30 yards, so it's so much easier. Just get your Bushnell out. Ding ding.
Yeah, so you practice using your Bushnell when you're playing these types of shot all the time?
Even potentially there, even 15 yards.
Yeah.
So Will now coming up the slope. I've just moved angles so you can actually probably see the severity of the slope. Straight into the wind for Will. Lofted club in hand. Throw this right up there. He's played a nice high shot. It's just sort of bounced on him a little bit. Trying to work its way back down, but hasn't.
Right, I am just under the brolly because we've hit a bit of a shower. And I don't want the lens getting wet. Paul's gone very well. You just again caught the edge of the green and had a big kick off.
I'll try and lob something up and try and hold
Yeah,
it.
you got a bit of into wind, so you got a bit of help there to be able to stall the ball a little bit, so you can throw it up and nice and high. There you go. That looks pretty good. It might just trickle off to the right hand side of fraction. Not easy though, is it? You get those bounces off the side of the greens like that.
That really hop left, that one did.
Yeah, yeah. Paul's just got a little uphiller.
Yeah, I told that.
No.
He's just got it coming off of his right side.
Right, see if you can hold the putt, should we?
I'm not sure if that flag shadow is bothering him. Is that shadow bothering you too much or not?
It wasn't until you mentioned it.
I think that would annoy me a little bit. Gives you something to line around there, doesn't it? Give us something dropping. Oh, he's got one.
Nice putt.
He's hold a putt. Well done.
Thank you.
Only just went, didn't it?
It's good to see you holding some putts. Well played.
Right.
So is this for the half?
Yeah.
That par, and this is for a half.
Feels like an eagle.
Yeah, I bet it does. I heard Wilbur say welcome to the game then.
Yeah.
Right, Wilbur for the half, down the hill.
Turn quite a bit off the left.
Turning off of his left hand side, he's calling it. Oh, Wilbur. Wilbur is on it. Wilbur is on it. He's come here to play, hasn't he?
What's the score, Paul?
He's come here to play.
Lost count.
Oh, Wilbur. Oh dear. It's just quite awkward, isn't it?
Yeah. Paul's getting a little bit hot under the collar. I'm glad
Very
that part
hot
went
under
in.
the collar.
But he is helping Will out. I mean, he's sacrificing his own game really just to give Will some advice.
Yeah.
I mean, the actual score is not really that important. It's more we sort of get Will prepared for this.
Absolutely.
That's one of the reasons we're here, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
and if anything, taking a little, scalping of Paul is probably going to give
good,
him
a little bit of confidence. Yeah, definitely. He hasn't won yet though, Dan.
No, he hasn't.
Paul's a tough cookie.
He is a tough cookie. Okay, where are we now? We're on the 10th hole. 11th hole.
Yeah, 439.
439, par 4.
Wind.
Slight dogleg.
It is a slight dogleg,
Yeah,
but where we're hitting our tee shot to, it's pretty straight.
Right, okay, and then the dogleg is on
And
the
then
point of where we hit
afterwards,
it, yeah.
It's another hole that runs parallel to the hole we just played.
Yeah,
So another opportunity when we walked off the tee to have a look.
yeah.
The two trees on the left are 270, so Will's just going to squeeze one off that.
Okay.
A little cut off those trees.
Little cutty one.
And let's see where we end up, yeah.
Right, Wilbur, doing a bit of squeezing.
Yeah, just literally where Bernie's at.
Where
and
Bernie's
then
at?
Off of him.
And work it off there, yeah?
Yep. We'll double cross it.
Little left.
Get through him.
It did hit the bottom of that big one in the
Yeah.
middle there. It just all depends on the line, really.
Yeah, just a little bit toey.
Yeah. Again, just toey got the bit of gear effect. It's kicked it from right to left, so it's allowed it to move in the air. Okay, Paul going with driver as well. Similar sort of type of shot, Paul.
Yeah, just at Barnsley really.
At Barnsley, let it move. I think naturally it will kick right, so.
Yeah.
Same shot as Will. Same shot as Will. Clipped the tree and kicked it out.
Backwards.
And that'll be absolutely fine there. Now it's taken a few yards off of it, but
So Paul just hit it into these trees here and kicked out. I'm not sure where Will went. Just take you back a little bit just to show you the hole. There's a big dip here. It's uphill, and then the green is sort of cut into the hill here. Again, massive runoff here. So from this position here, right the way down from the right hand side, which will take you right to the bottom of the hill. Left is okay. There's some trees. If you go extreme left, I think it looks like it kicks in a little bit, sort of left to right as well.
got a kick out from that tree right there, didn't you?
Yeah.
And got yourself into a decent spot. Fairway.
You can't go right on this tee shot.
No, you are absolutely dead and buried around there. You've got to really hug the left hand side.
I think you see a lot of guys taking their chances with these trees on the left, because if you hit them and you'll be okay normally.
Well, I think when we wander up and see Will, I think he's fine and you're fine, so, you know. How far did you say?
182.
182, and you've got a 7-iron.
7-iron, downwind.
Ball's below his feet, so it's gonna try and help it with a little bit of a cut. So ball will move from left to right. Or should do anyway if it executes it properly. Dead straight. Good for clubbing though. Just didn't move, did it? Didn't move like we thought it might, hey?
Yeah,
Flipped it. Yeah, got the club face closing down. Okay, let's go and have a little look at Wilbur. Okay, Wilbur.
174 we said, didn't we?
Yes.
What are you thinking here? Because you've got a massive tree in your way.
Hooking one round.
Hooking around the tree. I mean, like Paul said, dead and buried down the right.
Yeah.
got nowhere to go, have you? So
Yeah.
hugging the left is probably the safer of the two options.
My plan is here, it's if I overhook it's okay, to be honest, try and get
Okay.
as much on as possible.
Club?
5-iron.
5-iron, going low, going to keep it under these limbs. We've got it hooking.
Not
Just
bad, mate.
short right.
Just didn't turn
Yeah,
it
you
back
got
much.
it's going to be landing on a bit of an upslope, so it should be okay. Not a bad miss, mate. Right, Paul, we're just trying to get ahead of the shower that's about to come in. So Paul's going to have a chip down. He's landing on a down slope, got a little short-sided, but it's not major issues. Got a decent little lie, so it's set up quite nicely. We got 58.
Yeah, just
Look,
land,
58.
try and land it just on the front of the green. Let it
Yeah, let it release down to the hole. It's going to land on a down slope and then flatten out. Oh, COVID. You've been COVIDed. Great chip that. There's that cloudlet. I think Wilbur said pick that up. Yeah.
What?
I want to say you've been COVID, but there's no real, not a massive COVID hole there.
Who said pick it up?
Okay, Wilbur coming in. There's a bit of shouting going on.
Yeah, go on and pick it up.
Wilbur's giving it.
made me bring my putter out.
Okay, he's off a slight upslope, got plenty of green to work with. Still very high. Oh, that was dancing around the flag. I felt like he threw that possibly a little too far. Kind of feel that maybe just about here was the spot and then let it just release up towards the hole from there.
What flyer?
Oh, did it? Is that what it got? It just seemed like it popped out of there.
Yeah, flew, yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, always good as it goes past the hole, have a little look. Gives you a good line back. Wilbur does have this for the half, he's not happy. But when you get a flyer like that, you can't be too hard on yourself because there's not a lot you can do about it. And you get a little bit of grass between club face and ball, it just takes a little bit of spin off. You get a little pop shot, you see. So Wilbur's aiming this out to his right hand side, our left, into the wind, so he can be nice and positive with it. Like I said, Paul's already down for 4, so this for the half. It's got to move. That's moved. That didn't move at all. If anything, wanted to work its way up the slope, Wilbur.
Bit of a misread, that.
So we've got a win for Paul there.
About time.
How far you got there then now?
178 playing 177.
Par 3,
Hole
12th
12.
hole.
176. Signature hole. Beautiful looking.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah,
Absolutely stunning. Bit of chalk in the background.
yeah. Just a little bit reminiscent of the 11th at St Million
Yeah,
down the hill.
wouldn't argue with
the
that
bank
at all.
behind.
Very nice.
177. Playing 176.
Okay. Looks like there's a bit of a ditch behind the green, like a watery hazard.
Yes,
area.
there is a water hazard behind
there?
the green, yeah.
You've got to be careful there.
Just a tough par 3.
Paul, how far have you got? Or what are you hitting, should we say?
I'm going to hit a little 5, I think.
Little 5?
Sort of into and off the right.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel much, so it's kind of on and off a bit today, the wind, but it feels too much club. But I'm just going to hit a little soft one of these and just hope.
I still think it's up there, that
Yeah.
wind. It's died on the tee here because we're sheltered, but definitely think it's up there. Just turn over a little bit. Turn over. At the right.
Bouncing in nicely. Good shot, that.
Yeah.
Very
Is that good?
Yeah, it's about 12 feet.
Oh, that's a great shot. Good shot. Very nice. Wilbur, similar club, maybe a 6?
6 I've got, yeah. Just winds, I've got it slightly into off the right. Just going to try and hold one up into it a little bit.
Okay.
How far is it now?
177.
177. Just started on the flag, just maybe just turning just left of it to the centre of the green now.
Good. Is it?
Yeah, I think it's alright, isn't it? Is that just a fraction short? Not seeing that actually in the shadow, I don't see that. I'm sure Bernie's picked it up there. Good strike though, Wilbur. Did what you wanted it to do.
Just on the front edge.
Front edge, yeah. I thought I caught a glimpse of it there. So anything you can take from certainly today's round, from what you're seeing from Will? How's caddy? I mean, you play a lot of golf with him, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I think this course, it's all about the par threes.
Yeah. If you can score well on
if we could
damage
get
limitation.
Yeah, if we could get through, or if anybody can get through all the par threes in level, I think they can shoot a score.
Yeah.
I don't want to say that the course isn't difficult. It's all about the greens. You know, it's the par threes and the greens.
Yeah, because it's open enough for him.
It is open.
He's got the length.
He has.
Yeah.
And it's just about getting it in the hole, isn't it?
Yeah.
But from what we've seen up to now, I'm quite happy with the way he's playing.
They're just doing a bit of work around the green here. I guess they've cleared this away a little bit. They've regarded that as sort of a water hazard as well. So there's a drop zone, which I presume will be in play when the tournament's on. So anything that misses the green, long left, will be in that area. You might get a kick back off it, to be honest. You'll also see there's a bunker now here short. Will's just stayed on that slope. A little bit of moisture from on the ground from that slight showers probably kept him up there. You'll also see as well, slightly uphill here, and a really bad shot would feed down towards this water hazard, although probably not in play for players of the standard that will be playing EuroPro.
Wow.
Okay, Wilbur.
You bullied him out of it. Huh? You bullied him.
You hit that quite well, didn't you?
Yeah, maybe just cutting it into the wind to come up a little bit.
Yeah,
short.
just stalled it a little bit for you, but it's actually...
I was worried about going long, if anything. So.
Yeah, I understand that. Obviously, as Lester's just shown you, there's a lot of dead areas around there.
And also you're not playing it out of that because it just looks a bit brutal. So.
Yeah, it is. It's. But you've got an uphill putt.
Yeah, quite a swing.
Plenty of green to work with.
At the end, it's really going to dive.
God, these greens are so slopey, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have too much pace on them.
No.
You get too much pace on these greens and you'll be in all sorts of trouble. I mean, you get it, I reckon if Will had got that on the green another 5 or 6 paces, he's spinning it off the front anyway.
It's pitched up there.
Yeah. Oh, did it pitch right up there and spun back?
It come back a little bit, a couple of feet.
Yeah, I think you come in there with any more loft and spin. It's tricky to keep it on this green. Way up the left hand side. Giving it a bit of a tonk. We've just had a bit of a downpour and that green is a little on the damp side, so it's very slow up there. Pull in the shadows.
I would fancy him to win today.
Perfect. I would say this is actually the perfect spot to be. Just below the hole. Probably getting a bit of a read off right edge. You got it.
There's quite a bit, I think.
Is there?
Well, I think there is.
Okay.
I've got it swinging quite a bit.
Okay.
It's uphill.
Everything has been swinging quite a bit all day.
Wheels look quite slow up that hill.
Yes, obviously with this downpour, as we just said.
Put a little bit of pressure onto Will if he two putts this. Will would not want to lose back-to-back holes. It's a good roll. It's a good roll. Oh, robbed.
That is robbery.
Daylight robbery.
I've upset someone, haven't I?
Yep.
Tough day. Tough days. I mean, you get days like this, don't you? Where you. So how do you kind of like? Obviously, mentally, you accept it for what it is.
Yeah, you just. Do you know what? As long as you try your best on every shot, you know, you just got to accept what comes and.
Have you been trying your best?
Have I been trying my best?
Oh, Bernie, always on it, isn't he?
Yeah, you got to keep trying. Keep trying your best. You're going to get bad days and you're going to get good days. You just got to make the best out of your bad days. You can turn an 80 into a 79, then you've actually had a good day. Really, you've done your best for that day. So it's just the way it is.
So Wilbur now for the par and his half. Must make putt this really for Wilbur. Keep the momentum going.
Just his length, is Wilbur's. There it is. It's putts well. That's his length.
Thank you.
If ever there was a length, that was
That's
it.
Wilbur's
Right
length.
there, Wilbur length. So that ends part 4, gentlemen. And I'm going to speak to Bernie about that. Match is 3 up to Wilbur.
3 up to Wilbur, yeah.
Clutch putt, little clutch putt
He
there
does
from Wilbur.
he does putt well, and I know we go on about his distance off the tee, which is going to be well suited to this golf course. It's a bit of a bomber's track, but it's going to be important if he's going to win or make cuts. Is his putting, and his putting is a very underrated part of his game.
Yeah.
He's holed 3 or 4 really good putts already today, and that's going to be crucial, I think, if he's going to progress up the tours.
I completely agree. We'll see everyone tomorrow.
See everyone tomorrow?
What time are you coming?
Oh, 6 o'clock, I reckon.
Are you going to be at 6?
Yeah,
are
I'll
you?
be there.
All right, we'll see you
Can't
back
get
at
home
6.
otherwise.
Yes, true.